Alright everyone, this is part 4 of my plush collection, and this category is known as, well, I just entitled this Archie Sonic. And, well, you will know why. Because, well, there are characters from Archie that I did like, and, well, decided to, make them into plush characters. So, here is Mordred. And I know what you're all saying. Why didn't I actually get a snake? Well, here's the thing. Um, I was searching around a Goodwill. Yes, some of these guys are well, few of them, they did come from Goodwill. And I was practically searching in the toy box and, well, I found, well, a reptile. May not have been a snake, but it could work. Now, the thing about this certain plush here is that, well, it's actually not that bad. It's like, Mordred definitely does have limbs, so yeah, I could actually make it work. Plus, he is supposed to be a leader of some kind, so might as well. The little thing about this plush is that I didn't notice there was like a hole in him, but that didn't really bother me as much because, well, it's not big enough and therefore it's not a problem. So, yeah, just a minor issue, but oh, overall, yeah, he's still in good condition. He's pretty good. And if you guys basically remember me using Mordred, I do make him very much a nervous snake. Yeah, he still acts like a snake and, well, with that little hissy and such. But other than that, yeah, I still pretty much tried to give Mordred a little more variety than what he was shown in the reboot. And I'm certainly not going to make him, well, Lord Hood unless sometime around I might actually do something about that. Like, I might get a different plush about that. But for now, I am just keeping him as he is. Because, well, come on, he's Mordred. Now, on to pretty much, we say, this fellow here, Mr. Cheeselog himself. Now, the thing is about, well, here, just ignore Axel. He's just chilling out. Ma here, well, I got him at the same Toys R Us I got my Sonic plush. And, well, hey, since there is practically that kind of feline I was looking for, yeah, might as well take him. So, yeah, I practically got him, and you must know I do like playing Ma. He's practically the cool guy who's practically looking after Gator, and he let Norbert practically stay in his home for a little while. And I know he hasn't been used as much, but when he does get used, I do try to make the best of him, and yeah, you could tell it's practically a Minecraft plushie, which I have to admit is actually adorable. So you never thought you could make Ma adorable. He's still a classy cat. Anyways, on to Axel here. Yep. Funny fact is that I got him in a, well, he's actually one of the few that actually was from a Goodwill. In fact, there are two others who came from the same Goodwill, and we'll get to them soon. And the thing with Axel here, well, here's the thing. I was actually going for a type of, well, creature with horns. And at first I was going to try a bull, but then I saw, well, like cow and such. And, well, hey, let's see if I can pretty much make that work. And the joke was that people honestly mistake him for a cow, but he gets mad and he rams into them. Or in Mordred's case, he hit the camera because he was annoyed. Yeah. But yeah, the moments that you guys probably seen in the videos is how I treat Axel, in that he acts as sort of this brother character, and that's what I like to portray him as. Pretty much a responsible, yet very much big-hearted, big bro. Also, I do plan to develop the relationship between him and Ma, for I do see them as like a brother bond. Because that's what some fans would actually describe them as, and I could see that too. Anyways, on to the next. Here we have the bird trio, Nymphis, Cuckoo, and Speedy. Now, thing is that Nymphis and Cuckoo, they actually came from the same Goodwill that Axel practically came from, and they were all in the same box. And now, first, I found Nymphis first, and irony is that this this plush is actually named Cuckoo. I'm not joking. It's weird. And even further a bit, I actually used to have a vulture plush, but I got rid of it for some reason. I don't know. I was just clearing things out of things I didn't need or I did not want. So, But hey, this probably works since Nymphis' feathers are white. So, and plus basically has that floof on her head. So there's that. Although Danny, she clearly states it looks like someone pulled a prank by putting paint on her head. So there's that. And I do plan to use the other characters a bit later on in the plush career, which I plan to do. So look forward to that. Anyways, for Cuckoo, I almost did not see him in that box. In fact, I was looking through again until I saw him. And, well, let's just say crazy color scheme, but I basically just thought this could totally be Cuckoo, because Cuckoo has that like color scheme where he's kind of a mixture. Plus, it does describe that this is an actual bird species, by the way, a lovebird, which is a type of parrot. And yeah, you should know, I definitely like voicing Cuckoo. Because, hey, he's a crazy bird, but boy does he have standards. Now, as for Speedy here, if you can tell, I was actually looking for another bird that could actually be. I was going for the idea that Speedy came along because Cuckoo, he wouldn't want to leave his son in Eggman's clutches. So yeah, that was the idea. And the reason why I did not film these guys a bit sooner is because, well, I didn't have the exact plush I was looking for or what could fill for Speedy. And so, well, thing is, Speedy, he came from Amazon. Yeah, I got him on Amazon. And, well, the reason why he's an eagle is because, well, I had an eagle that looked just like this before, but once again, I lost it. So, yeah, I was originally gonna try a robin, which I did see in the Goodwill, along with like 3 ostriches. Seriously, there were like 3 ostrich plushes in that box. I don't know how or why people would honestly would put that in there, but it was so weird. So yeah, I couldn't pretty much find the right bird. But thankfully I did, and get this, the eagle's name was Baldy. Oh wow, I finally got a cameo. Hooray for me. Okay. Anyways, now on to, well, Clove and Cassia, and don't worry, we'll get to Tundra later. Now the thing is that they did came from Amazon along with Tundra here, and there was a bit of a message in the box that I got them in, and they came in a pair, so, and the message said, do not separate them, which works for Clove and Cassia since they have a strong sisterly bond. And, well, you know how basically Clove, she kind of has that lightish green fur and such? Well, this is practically what I thought of. Yeah, this could totally be Clove. And I just really like the color scheme. It's so rainbowy and just wow. Very, very nice. Now, Cassia, I was originally going to go for a sapphire dragon, but hey, they basically have, well, them in a pair, so it only works. But the thing is about this black dragon is that there's some rainbow colors on some, and even the spots are basically kind of rainbowish slash golden, mainly golden, and that's really cool. Now, you've only seen them at least once in one of my videos, and that was when they found lightning. And yeah, I do plan to use them again. I do plan to bring them back, so don't worry. But still. Now, you're basically questioning, why did I make Cassia the black dragon? Well, she has a darker green color, and I was wondering, how can I make that work? And, well, I just looked at the plush, it's like, I guess it could work. Plus, she does look a bit smaller than the green one, so I guess that practically could work. Anyways, on to Mr. Tundra. Now, first thing you should notice that he is very floofy. I mean, seriously, look at that floof. Even the beard stash, yes, it's a beard stash, it's a mustache with a beard. That basically is just so floofy. Now, you all should know that I gave him the, a Russian accent, because I always imagined Tundra having that kind of voice. And it practically does work. And, well, I needed a walrus character, because, well, obvious reasons. And I'm surprised that these two are accurate to what they are supposed to be. Well, I know a lot of people don't like Tundra, but I don't know. He's just one of those characters that could have used some redemption before, the comics, Because I feel as though Tundra was one of those characters that just needed more of a chance to show more of his actions rather than just hatred and such. So, yeah, that's practically, well, Tundra. And you should know how I'm portraying him in my series thus far. So, there's that. Now, on to, well, as I said, this is Archie, not just the egg bosses. Here we have our Scourge and Fiona. Begin off with Scourge first. Now, basically I was on a stream and I basically did show him off, and they basically said that he looks like a Yoshi, but I said he looks a bit like Bowser Jr. because of the color scheme slightly and the eyes. So, and oh my god, that was just an adorable reference and idea. So yeah, Scourge is still practically here. Now, if you basically remember, he actually used to be what Auklet used to be, and he basically had his body changed so that Scourge could take this body, and he's practically a Tyrant King, even if he is looking silly about it. Now, if you must know, the original series of Archie, Scourge was definitely a very popular character, and because he was different from Sonic, and I myself was actually one of those people who liked him because he was different. And no, I'm not saying he's a recolor because, well, he's practically an anti-character. Basically the opposite of what Sonic is. There is such thing as anti-people. Just to let you know. Dang pillows. Anyways. So yeah, for Scourge's character, he's practically just gonna be a troublemaker and such, but he's gonna get his comeuppance, don't worry. Also, I got him the same Toys R Us along with Ma, and back there is practically, well, Sonic. So yeah, I got these three on the same day in that Toys R Us before it, was gone. Now, as you can see, I'm practically keeping them like this because, that's how Scourge would be with his lady. Anyway, speaking of which, here's Fiona. Now, yeah, if you guys pretty much are, well, exactly good at sitting up, are ya? Anyways, the thing about with Fiona here is that I thought of pretty much the idea that Scourge shouldn't have been alone, and therefore I decided to look to see what kind of plush that would work, and I practically saw this kind of plush, and well, how can I make use? Or the idea. And then the idea just came to me that, yeah, let's make her a miniature Godzilla, because it's got like the fur thing on the back. It probably looks like the spine slightly. So yeah, Fiona here is pretty much a miniature Godzilla, and Scourge is pretty much himself, just a little bit more of strength. And if you must know, in Scourge's community service, it's basically Scourge who ended up becoming more of the punching bag more than Sonic, but only because he deserved it. And for what he did and such. And for people who pretty much really wanted to get back at him for being just a troublemaker. And of course, Fiona helped him out. Yep. So there you go. Also, another fact, I did used to have this plush before, but again, lost it. Jeez, I've been losing a lot of those kind of plushes. Anyways. And here is the one who basically caused me a lot of problems of, well, searching. And searching. And a lot more searching. Now, Auckland. Oof, boy, I've been trying so desperately, just trying to get an Orca plush. Seriously, I've been trying to get an Orca plush for, shall we say, I'd say a couple weeks. And this was basically during a time when I actually got the plushes from Toys R Us, and basically when I got Mordred first. And at first I went to the Kohl's, but apparently they didn't have any Orcas, and that was the same kind of place where I got, well, Gilbert Shark free. Heck yeah! Okay. And basically it took a little bit of a while until, well, I decided just to get him on Amazon, and he came a lot sooner than usual. Because usually they would take a little longer, like say 2 days or so, but I got him. Now what's a little story is that, well, I adore orcas. They're just really, really cool animals. And the thing is, and a little science fact, these guys are more dolphinish. They are more likely related to dolphins rather than actual whales. So there's that science fact, guys. Because they're very intelligent, they basically have the sonar, they basically travel in pods, and, well, they are the apex predator of the ocean. Plus, let's just say, back when I was a kid, and this is a story, I actually got 2 plushes. One was a big blue dolphin that basically did feel like more like a pillow, to be honest, and the other was well, an orca that was much smaller. I think it was basically around this size, I think. And the thing is that it's not that I hated it or anything. I really did like it, but the only issue is that it had a speaker in it, and, well, let's just say I lost the plush. I basically lost it in a storage back at my old place, like very old place. And I think it says I'm Altala Orca. I think that's what it said. But I don't know. And the second time you hit it, it just makes Orca sounds. I am not gonna try to imitate that. Trust me, I don't want to do it. But yeah, I was so relieved to actually get an Orca, and I did film and you saw the video where I made it possible for him to be in an Orca body. So now, Auckland's his more appropriate self. And you must know, I do like playing as him, because, well, come on, he's a big jerk and all that, but I don't make him to come out to be a cold-blooded killer for anyone. Because orcas, they just don't roll like that. They're only after their prey. Anyways, on to the last two. Yeah, saving the best for last. Lightning and Connie. Yep, I got two of the same kind of lynxes. Although I got Lightning first, and well, this was during a time when, well, my good two friends of mine, Jackson, who had his own lynx, that was a bit bigger, by the way, and also Danny, who got her own lynx, if you basically remember that video, and that was Connie. It was like, oh, you guys are just so lucky. So I got him in a Jewel. No, wait, I think it was a Walmart or something. And they had Lynx plushes, and I was tempted, and then I was like, why the heck not? I might as well get him. And yeah. So yeah, that's how I got Lightning, and you see how I've been playing as him. Because honestly, I feel so bad for Lightning. He deserved a second chance. And he was such a nice guy. Ugh. Anyways, yeah. Also, if you pretty much can't tell, I put these on them so you can tell who's who. Yeah, Lightning and Connie, they basically look different, so you can see that there's a funny thing that Danny pointed out, that Lightning is super floofy. That's the reason why he looks a bit bigger, is because he's so floofy. Now, as for Connie, well, let's just say she was definitely one of the other plushes that actually came from Amazon, actually. And, well, let's just say the few times I've used her, I did not want to copy fully off of Danny, for I'm taking her into a different route. But she is still practically her, practically the prideful, tough, and fearless Lynx, though let's just say there are some limits. So, yeah, Danny, this is all. I thank you, girl. You made me like her. And so, yeah. These are all the Archie characters, and, well, let's just say at some point I do plan to get more. But for now, let's just say the set looks like it's fully complete, but there is something you guys are bringing up. Well, why didn't you get like a Thunderbolt or Wendy or even Abyss? Let's just say I didn't know exactly what to use them for or the ideas of getting them. Plus, I'm not sure how it would work. I mean, I'm sure people could make it work, but for me, I just didn't even bother. Plus, well, let's just say I'm not really a fan of Abyss. She is like my least favorite. And I don't know, I don't have an Eggman plush, so I can't have the whole thing with Thunderbolt. And yeah, no ideas on Wendy. So sorry guys, but anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this. We are almost done. We are going to be getting to the very last one actually. And well, see you all in part 5.